Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel Try It Yourself, and here's my first video from my well, not new, but new for me, 2024 Transit. I have a little trouble. I disconnected the battery and the computer because I needed to do some welding, and right after connecting everything back together, I got a whole bunch of messages, 7 or 8, I'm not exactly sure, fault messages on my dash. And one of them, transmission is not in park, and basically, the long story short, vehicle will not start. So and that's the steps that I'm going to actually see if I could figure out how to fix this problem myself before I tow it to a dealership. So one thing I did, I actually disconnected this battery. It was off actually a whole Sunday. I didn't work on this thing since Saturday. It's Monday morning, so let's see, maybe disconnecting battery for that long will take care of the problem. So that's the dash, and we're back to the same messages. Blind spot, system fault, cross traffic, system fault, pre-collision not available, hood ajar. Well, I got the hood open, so that's normal. Transmission not in park. So yeah, I'm trying to turn the key, and nothing is happening. I got this message, and it's not disappearing until I got the so now that I have ignition on, I will go check that fuse for transmission control module, see if it does the trick. The easiest way you can do before you go to the dealership for check-in is actually use one of those testers. You find a good ground somewhere over here, like make sure it's a bare bolt. To make sure that you have a good ground, just see, it's light, so ground and positive. Some of the fuses, to check, basically what you do when you check in the fuses, some of the fuses are gonna be hot all the time, even though the ignition is not on. So make sure you have see, that's the good fuse, means the continuity goes from both sides. So you have a light in and out. This one, it doesn't mean that this is a bad fuse over here, it just doesn't have power to it at all at this point. The fuse I'm looking, I think, is this one. It's a right here, fuse number 32, transmission control module, and there is a layout of the fuses. So number 1, this is actually, you gotta look at it like this. This is number 1, and you just go there. So that's the number 2. Or number 32 I'm checking. See, this one doesn't have power when the ignition is out, and there's many other ones. So that's my next step, to turn the ignition on and then continue checking. Okay, so power in, power out. So it's not the problem. I'm gonna check all of the fuses now with the ignition on. Okay, so the problem turned out to be really silly. It's the ECM right here, 3 plugs, 1, 2, 3. Somehow I managed to plug this bottom plug over here, somehow crooked or something. It made a bad contact. That was my problem, so something to keep in mind. Okay, YouTubers, to sum up, vehicle is running, all codes are cleared, and well, the good thing I checked all of my fuses and stuff. But lesson to be learned: when you have to unplug the ECM plugs for your computer, make sure you plug it right, not like I did it. So that's the video, the first one. I hope the other one's gonna be only good ones. So this is it. If this video was helpful for you, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.